this is our very, very first annual Victorian picnic in the cemetery. Uh, Me and my dad is here with my aunt, my cousins, and uh, we did an investigation last night, and I mentioned that we're going to be doing this, and we all participating in this tonight. So we do have a Abyss Paranormal with us. So we're going to try to see how long it's going to take us to go through our menu and where we at. Don't have to give out the location of the cemetery, but just simple place. If you got any history, there's famous people or whatever. But I got the famous people here. I got 200-year-olds in the group here with me. So, all right. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. What's that? Let me get you turned around and I can introduce the cops team, half of them. All right. With everybody here, cops, I've got my dad sitting there, pops. My Aunt Linda, that's his sister. And I got my cousin and her daughter sitting over there. And you got me right here. So, Vicky, do you want to announce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Vicky with Abyss Paranormal, and you guys need to get up and come over here so I can introduce you. We're using a laptop, and I don't want to take a chance of losing connection. Behind me, this is Ruben, and he's our tech man, and to his left is Andrea, and she's an investigator. So is Ruben, investigator, and she does research, and we all do pretty much everything, and help each other. And then to the left of Andrea is Stephen. And then turn the camera around, and there is Liz. So that's where we're at.
We are at a town. We're in the big cemetery. This is the cemetery where I got scared at the mausoleum. If you look right there, that's the mausoleum. Or my dad scared every living daylights out of me at that night. It's the one that has got a.
You do know that.
That's the one where they
trying to find
got a padlock on. We used to go in there a lot of times, and then about probably 2, maybe 3 months ago, they actually put a padlock on the door. We do have some Civil War graves around here. Right there behind my cousins, that's where James's grave is that we go to put the flowers on. We do have the Phasma box with us today. And there's another one above them trees there. We got a couple more Civil War graves right in there. That's pretty much. We do have a civil rights person over yonder. Not civil rights, but it's a special grave. I don't know how to explain it. It's I don't know how to explain the grave itself. And if you look right up there, a little bit, somewhere right there, top of my truck, that's where the tent. That's where they get ready to have the funeral at. I got a feeling too because it's gonna be about over 1 million cars here.
I'm dying too.
Okay.
Also, me and my dad, we brought stuff, make us a bologna sandwich, and and I got a bag of Doritos, and I got my root beer that is dated back. Well, it ain't dated back, but the bottles is from 1891. So, what do y'all got, Shasta and Lynn? All right. So, what y'all got there, Vicky?
Well, we got chicken, fried chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, potato salad, mac and cheese, and then we've got some deviled eggs. Yes, Liz made deviled eggs.
A lot of dessert.
And a lot of desserts and fruit.
Nah.
But
That
no
sounds
ox
good.
tongue, John. No ox tongue.
Dang it.
Y'all just hang out for a minute. We'll be up there.
And we are at
Okay, do you want us to talk about the cemetery we're at, John?
Yeah. Go ahead and give a little
Okay,
information on
see behind me here, see these little white crosses?
that.
And
Yeah.
where we're at is called the Poor Farm, Pulaski County Poor Farm Cemetery. And across the street from the cemetery is the house, but it's everything but fallen completely down. And but this cemetery started in 1874, and they stopped burying people in here in 1957. And across the street from the cemetery, directly across the street, is the Ruby Doo River. And when it floods, it does come up in here. And over the course of all these years, the original tombstones was either broken up and washed off, but some of them sank down in. But I think there's 3 or 4 original tombstones.
Yeah.
And there is numerous. They didn't know for sure how many was supposed to be here because there was no tombstones. And in 2010, a group came in with ground penetrating radar, and they found approximately 100 graves. And then the Historic Society told them that they thought there should have been about 150. So I don't know exactly how much is here because, I mean, there is some trees, and of course, over the years, the landscaping has changed. But we really don't know any names. Now, the poor farm itself, uh, it had some really bad times, and they ended up having to shut it down. But at
Yeah.
one time, they were just filled and overfilled, and the didn't have hardly any staff, and they came in and shut it down numerous times. Anyway, there has been stories of neglect mainly and some abuse, but when we first came here, I was expecting it to be kind of negative and sorrowful because of the circumstance, but it wasn't. It was very surprisingly calm. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at, and we are going to investigate. Now, we didn't bring any big equipment. I brought my rods and the spirit box, and I was supposed to bring cat balls, but I forgot them. So,
they heard that.
huh?
They heard that.
Okay. But
I don't know where my
anyway, there is a possibility, John, that we may lose signal and
Okay.
have issues. Um, I'm hoping it won't, but as of right now, we've got half a battery.
Yeah, my phone's at less
Okay.
than half. That's our
Okay.
hotspot.
So we'll see how this does. But if all of a sudden we're not here anymore, you'll know why.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry I missed everybody in the chat. Wendy Girl. Soul, thank y'all for coming in. Timmy, thank you. D and M. Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and turn this toward the food. So
Shaw woman, thank y'all so much for coming in. My cousin Shasta, thank you for coming in. I've done started eating my bologna sandwich.
All right. We're going to swing this around to where our table is so we can.
Okay. I was getting just a little bit hungry.
Do I need to scoot up a little bit, Liz? I can't.
nope,
Really
I got the whole thing in there. Can you guys tell us if you can hear us? Because now we're facing the wind. I don't know if you can hear us.
Yeah, that's that.
Can you hear us?
They said yeah.
They said, yeah. Okay.
Okay, what do you want me to bring over there to investigate with?
I want to see a cute picture.
Well, we're eating right now. If you want to, we can turn the spirit box on, I guess.
Oh, it still sounds good.
Here, you want me to set it up?
Yeah, we can still hear y'all.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
So, I don't know if they can hear you.
I think it turned out to be a nice day for a picnic.
It's a little windy, but yeah, it's okay. You definitely don't want it that up by the laptop.
We are eating with the family of Jones
Jones,
and Ashbury and Norman.
huh? Well, see, unfortunately, they don't know the names. Now, the ones, I think there was one tombstone here that has it.
Hey, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in.
Do
I didn't
what?
see you snuck in on me. We are having a family gathered group picnic in a cemetery. We're getting our plasma box hooked up.
Jonathan, what I'm going to do is because the food and the plates and dishes and stuff is nothing like they were back in the Victorian era. I
Yeah,
was going to explain to the spirits here that nowadays it would be like a store back then that you can go and pull up to a window. You don't even have to go in and order food and they bring
yeah,
it out. And
that's
that's
cool.
the chicken in the bucket and the mashed potatoes and everything is in the dishes that they are.
Yeah,
And so if, you know, anybody that is not familiar, the spirits are not familiar with this type of thing, that they would know.
yeah. I think it turned out to be a nice day for a little picnic, wasn't it?
And the divination.
I bet people will see us. They'll be like, "What's them fools doing out there?"
Outside in the
Jonathan, I think that it would be appropriate that we all invite those who might be with us to join us for the dinner, don't
Oh
you?
yeah.
Okay.
Just tell them not to touch my food.
You got yours.
Okay.
Fat Fox?
So
I'm not gonna be.
Hey, I got my big speaker
any
right there.
spiritual,
It got the cord, a loudspeaker.
Oh, you got a good one?
Yeah.
they can't hear me, so wind. I know it.
Who's ringing?
Me. So if there are any spirits here with us today, you're welcome to come to the table and join in on the food. We're here to talk with you and meet with you and understand you a little more. So just join us.
Yep. And visit.
We already done got some noise making over here, y'all.
That was the weirdest.
Where's the skeleton food,
We have our spirit box going, Jonathan.
Yeah. We're getting ready to get our phasma box running.
We're just going to leave it running so that if the voice comes through, you guys will hear it.
Is that noise annoying to you, John?
No.
Is it too
No,
much?
it sounds like music.
Okay.
That was.
Yeah.
There's 2 more mashed potatoes, 2 more gravies, and 2 more mac and cheese in that.
Yeah, it's on.
Steven.
Spirit, if you want to come and hang out with us for a picnic, you're more welcome to.
And if there's anybody here with us, can you tell us your name?
I put that one before.
That one's very dirty, but you can sit in it if you want to. We don't have a garage or anything, so just sit outside. Mm-hmm. Is anybody here with us right now?
Hang out with us. See what we can do. When you say something, just to let us know that you're here.
That was gone.
Yeah,
I know.
we had a car here just. He stopped at the stoplight up here at the corner of the cemetery and sounded like he just barely made it.
Sound like he's wild.
Sound like he barely made it. He'd done squealing tires and slid around and
Oh. You end up
maybe
in
he
it.
might. I might have to go and check see if he's in the side ditch somewhere. I didn't know that they had root beer back in 1891 that had cane sugar in it. I wonder if that's the same recipe they had back in the day.
Not bad.
If anybody here has ever had root beer, can you tell us?
Sassafras. They used to call it sassafras.
Hey, Raven. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everybody being here.
Strange.
Hey, Lucy. How you doing? Appreciate you coming in.
You can get sassafras soda at that Redmond's. You can get it.
Sassafras just tastes like root beer.
It's made. That's what root beer is made from.
Stronger.
Why are you not sitting in the chair?
You have a place to sit.
I'm not coming over there. I gotta.
Why don't you come and get some food?
I will later, but right now I'm just.
Can you still hear us?
Can you still hear us, John? Can anybody hear us at all?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
over here on this side. I think the wind's blowing here about 5, 10 miles an hour. 5 to 8, somewhere in that area.
Is there anyone here that wants to speak with us?
I almost think that our first assessment of the cemetery as being peaceful and all that, I think it probably still holds true. Maybe they're just at rest. That's why we're not.
Down where we're at is multiple radio waves.
Yeah. And I did put this on AM because I knew FM was really hard on our car. We can't hardly get anything down here. So
Hey, Spirit Brother. How you doing, buddy? I think it's the first, when you come in on the link, it's the first one. I'm not really sure how they got the link set up now. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, nothing's coming in right now. John, have you guys used the Phasma box in a cemetery before?
Which one now?
the Phasma box. Have you used the Phasma box in a cemetery before?
Uh, I'm not sure if we have here with us. Have y'all had that with us at the cemetery before? But not with us. No, they hadn't used it with us. But
Just wondered what kind of response they got in cemeteries with that.
yeah. What kind of responses that you have with that for at a cemetery?
They're a ways away.
Crossover paranormal.
I've been in South Carolina, but I've never been to
Right.
Honestly, like,
Stuff that they don't just like
She brought it with her one time when she came out with us.
yeah, and I think
it's like a full-
That's up there at Skyline.
oh we did. Yeah, we used it in that cemetery that guy told us to take it to, remember? When we got
Oh yeah, the African American cemetery.
and the man in the woman
Used it in the African American way.
and I did-
Yeah, you remember? It's been a while back.
No, I don't know.
Remember when I told you that we saw that shadow inside the church and we heard horses' footsteps?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well-
because they were like giving us their name, telling us hello. And
It gave us the names of the man and the woman that we were standing in front of.
Oh,
I
wow.
forget the name of their names, but
yeah, they said hello. I mean, they were all kind. I mean, every like interacting with us.
they was everything they answered almost every question that was asked. Every question that we asked.
Wow. Well, I remember when you guys used it at Peggy's house.
Hmm.
And I don't know, have you used it at the bridge? I remember you did at Peggy's house anyway.
Yeah.
She wanted to know if you use it at the bridge. I don't know if you heard that.
Have we used it at the bridge?
Yeah, y'all had it.
Yeah, we've had it at the bridge before.
I figured you had because I knew you had at Peggy's, but I couldn't remember if you used it at the bridge or not.
Yeah. Hey, Spirit Brother, buddy, I'm trying to figure out the link to send it to you.
Told us put
To
easy
resend
time
it.
in the cupboard. You remember we had it at the house over there, at Peggy's house, and it told us to put China in the cupboard.
Yeah.
I said if I needed the address to the house, or if I had the address to the house, I could look it up, and it gave me the street address, the numbers to the house.
Copy. I'm still working, buddy.
So there's some kind of tape right
I don't understand how it won't allow you to get in.
Pull up.
Okay, I got you. Hang on a minute.
No.
There we go.
Oh, I'm there. I'm there. Hey, bud.
Hey, man.
What did you have to do to get it to work?
Yeah, I had to come out of this and go into his live thing to try and get hold of him that way.
It didn't when he come in. It didn't give it the signal for him to pop in. I didn't see the
Oh,
little 3 mark up there.
that's okay, man.
Oh, really?
It said,
That's what I did. Pulled him up and got him.
That's okay, man. I set my background as a old Victorian pub.
Cool.
That's what we have here in the UK.
Yeah. I got my old Victorian pub drink.
Yeah, your root beer.
Yeah. I can't handle the real stuff. Stuff nasty.
Yeah, I must admit, I don't drink much. How's everyone doing?
Okay, I guess maybe
We're all doing pretty good.
mac and cheese.
Have you managed to contact anyone yet?
Uh, we picked up a few little things on the Phasma box.
We
It told me
Cool.
to pull it up when you came on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we haven't gotten anything here in Missouri at all.
Oh.
A lot of wind. That's what we got is wind.
I'm not quite sure how to use the message system on here.
Yeah. I have a little trouble. They changed it on me. They
Yeah.
changed everything around, and they took me forever to try to figure out how to copy the link to put it so Vic and them could come on.
Oh, okay.
But it used to just one button, and then there it was. But now I had to do like 3 or 4 buttons.
Yeah. I hear you.
They're trying to play with my brain a little bit.
So how's everyone doing? Everyone got good food?
Yeah, with me and my dad is eating bologna sandwiches.
I can see KFC at the other table.
Yeah. Shasta and my aunt, they got Jimmy John's.
I just finished a nice Chinese.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just thought I'd come on, say hey and to everyone. I can't stay too long because I've got things I need to do here. It's 8 p.m. UK time.
Yeah.
I
really
but yeah, I
appreciate
thought,
you coming in.
hey, no worries, bud. No worries.
I'm glad to see you.
Hey.
He said she's glad to see you.
Let me give y'all a little rundown of the cemetery. There's Ramsey. There's my cousin's truck. And there's a bunch of people laying out here. That right there is one of the mausoleums, but it ain't the one that you could go into. But I imagine one of these days you probably will.
Yeah, see, we don't get many mausoleums like that in the UK.
Yeah.
I think for like the famous people and stuff like that, you can, but just for like the regular folk, they don't really do stuff like that unless they've got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Um,
Right over there is the mausoleum that we used to go into, and that's where I was backing out that night, and my dad scared every living daylights out of me.
oh,
We had one person dressed.
crazy.
But I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate y'all participating in this.
Look at her all ready for it and stuff. Look at her.
Andrea decided
Yeah.
to put on us. She wanted to show us how.
Hey, a bit.
I thought you guys would be all decked out. I was like, no, I can show us all.
Uncommitted.
Dad, can you tell us a little bit about the Victorian stuff, like what they would have ate back in the day?
Well, yeah. So obviously, the Victorian period is like massive in the UK. So we're quite fortunate, really, over here that we've got a lot of history, a lot of museums that we can go in and see all the old Victorian stuff and try on all the old clothes and stuff like that. But as far as food and that is concerned in the UK, a lot of it would be like ox tongue sandwiches with pickle, maybe some nice cheese. They would have like pheasant, chicken, and stuff like that. I mean, the food back then was a lot different to what we all eat today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of it was like your cold meats and hams. There was a lot of meat, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. But like I said, we've got a massive, rich history, and where I actually live in the UK, just down the road here, we've actually got what's called the Willys Museum, and they've got so much Victorian artifacts in there, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shut this time of night, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
What kind of dessert would they had back in those days?
I mean, I'm not really too sure. I would have imagined it would have been a lot of like bread and custard. We have what we call over here, which is we call it bread pudding.
Bread pudding.
So I guess in the bread pudding here is probably different to what you guys have over there in the States, but we just fill it up with like fruit and stuff like this and that, and then dump a load of custard on it. Or we'll have what we call a trifle,
Yeah.
which is we put jelly at the bottom. Our jelly is different to yours. You call it we call it jam. You call it jelly, but our jelly is the stuff that wobbles on the plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have jelly with custard, and then they'd have like little sprinkles on top of chocolate or something.
You know something that was really shocking to me is the first time I had figgy pudding. I had no idea what it was in for, but I am in love. It's so good.
What's that sticky toffee pudding?
It wasn't sticky, but yeah.
Yeah, we have what we call sticky toffee pudding, which is like a sponge cake soaked in syrup, and then they put like some like toffee sauce over it, and they finish it off with like ice cream, strawberries, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
It does sound delicious.
But yeah, obviously the Victorian period over here is massive, you know, and a lot of our buildings are Victorian, especially in the big city centres. You know, they've got all the old beams and stuff that run down the side, and
yeah,
it's pretty cool to look at, man. Most of our pubs, I think you all just call them like beer joints or something out there, but a lot of our pubs here in the UK, they're all of like the Victorian era and stuff like that. So
yeah. Do y'all celebrate the Victorian days there, or a certain time period, or anything like that?
Not really. Like obviously Queen Victoria, obviously we celebrate her, but we don't actually celebrate the Victorians. They do teach it in the schools as part of the history curriculum in the UK.
Yeah.
So they do that, but then they do that as well for like the Roman period, Egyptian period, stuff like this and that as well. So, but I don't know too much about the Victorians. I'm not old enough to know yet. But we do have a lot of history.
You thinking the rest of us are just old fogies then?
Sorry, say that again.
I said, are you saying the rest of us are just too old now?
Oh, well, Jonathan definitely is.
I think Jonathan's younger than all of us in this group.
And if I remember correctly, I think Pops is 177.
Yeah. That's right.
His birthday, he was 176, and he had his birthday 77.
Ruben, the guy in the white T-shirt, I think he's 179.
I feel about like I'm that age.
Actually,
my body's breaking down.
Oh, that's very similar.
I definitely feel a lot older in the body than I do in the mind.
Yeah. I noticed it because yesterday I was digging that hole yesterday. Good Lord, I thought I was getting ready to meet him. I was tuckered out. I didn't even get probably about a foot and a half down. I just gave out.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and go back and dig a few more foot down, but it probably take me about 3-4 days to get a 3-foot hole dug.
I know how you feel, man. I was cutting the grass here in the garden earlier, and it can only be a few meters wide. Man, I was knackered. I was knackered. It's been really, really hot here today.
Yeah, it's.
How hot is it?
At the moment, I think it got up to like 26 degrees earlier, which is in Fahrenheit probably around about 87, 88 degrees.
Oh, that is hot for the UK, isn't it?
So for the UK, it's pretty warm.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's our typical summer. Actually, it's a little cooler.
It was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool here till I walked outside, and then it started getting hot. I don't know why.
You
It
tend to
always-
have that effect on people, though, don't you?
it always happens like that. Every time I walk outside, it can be 20 below zero, and I walk out, it'll jump up 90 degrees just like that.
and then he wakes up from his dream.
I think it's I don't know how hot it'll be here.
Like 70.
73. So I'm gonna say probably about 75, probably. Give or take
I
a
mean-
few
Right
degrees.
here in Erie, it's 74.
Yeah.
This last 2 weeks has been the hottest on record for the UK ever.
We got a few years back, you guys got so hot, like stuff was melting off the houses and stuff.
Yeah, like this year, it's for this time of the year, the temperatures have been rocketing. We haven't seen any proper rain for a couple of weeks now, which is it's not unheard of, but it's definitely never this hot.
I can tell you where it's at. It's over here. That's where the rain is.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of
Yeah.
A lot of rain.
Sorry, y'all. I hadn't been looking at the chat. I really hadn't paid attention. I was too busy running my mouth. But May, I hope you're having a good day yourself.
I can't even see the chat my end. I don't know what button to push. So if anyone's been saying anything, I haven't been ignoring you. I can't see the chat. Period.
But Windy Girl's down at the coast area, and it's 84 degrees down there.
Yeah, so that's probably similar to what it's been here today in the UK.
Yeah, we're up in the mountain region around here, so it's going to be a few more degrees cooler than is at the coast.
Mm. Yeah, I think you're a little bit higher up, aren't you, as well, from like sea level and stuff. So
Yeah,
it'd probably be a little bit cooler for you guys up there.
we're actually in town of Mayberry, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Griffith show. That's about all I know. That's from around Mayberry.
So I know obviously you're from North Carolina and stuff. Where's Abyss from?
Missouri.
Ah, Missouri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're right smack in the middle of the state.
Oh, okay. So a couple of hours from Jonathan then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
About a day.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
And we will drive.
Yeah, they shouldn't take too long to get to them.
Ironically, so
Talking now.
I watched this guy. He's from the UK. He came to America, and he's talked about how Americans and the British specifically
Yeah.
travel, and they were saying, here we travel for days just to get over one more state, and then I guess in the UK you guys get for a couple of hours and get another.
They get
Literally from where I live right on the south coast of England, so I'm right down the bottom. I can travel to the north of the UK in probably around about 6 hours.
Wow.
yeah.
That's the whole of the UK. If I go any further, I'll be in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
They get ready to start the funeral here in a little bit. Looks like.
So I was trying to see from previous conversations that I've had with Jonathan, to get across from one side of the state, from the east coast all the way to the west coast, it's like 3 days travel,
yes, it is.
and you're still in the same country. It's ridiculous.
Yes, America is massive.
It is humongous.
I was going to say.
I think I mapped it
from us. We can get to
from my front. I think from my front door to Jonathan's front door, it's a little over 3,300 miles.
Yeah.
So There's a little bit of water in between,
A little bit.
just a little bit. I think we could swim it and meet halfway.
Can you swim
Yeah.
good?
I think, though, from the sounds of it, it is less miles for you to come from the UK to North Carolina than it is for us to start from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah.
I think it's way more than 3,000 miles.
Yeah, I think on an aeroplane it takes around about 12 hours. You can do the trip in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think driving across the whole states from one side to the other, it's a lot longer in a car.
Yes. Especially when you have to consider the bathroom breaks and gas.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, of course, yeah. But hopefully one day we'll get to come over and do some investigating over there with Jonathan and hang out a little bit and maybe go watch a game of basketball, go watch the Tar Heels play or something. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome, buddy.
Now, John,
That'd be pretty
you
cool.
there next year?
What's that?
Sorry?
I said, John, aren't you going to the UK next year?
Yeah, we're gonna be going next year. I don't know exactly what time of the year we'll be going, but we'll be going next year.
I'm guessing it'll be between January and December, I'm guessing.
Yeah, somewhere in that time frame.
Whichever comes first.
Yeah.
It's January here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be so cool when you and Jessica get to come over here, you know, and we'll go and see Stonehenge and go and see my dad up at Buckingham Palace and
Yeah, I hear all the.
Y'all didn't know that y'all were speaking to royalty.
We did not.
Yeah, King Charles is his
Out in the Buckingham Palace.
Oh, yeah.
I literally live probably 45 minutes to an hour away from Buckingham Palace.
Oh, well.
So yeah, we get to see it all the time, pretty much here. It's a very busy part of the UK.
Yeah. The tourism. Yeah.
I want to come over here and see the beef eaters.
What?
Do you know we actually have the Beef Eater pub, so we can go there and get some food.
Is them people dressed up in those funny clothes, black and red, got the royal crown thing on front?
Yeah, so they stand outside Windsor Castle.
Yeah.
You can just walk up to them and have your photo taken and stuff like this and that. It's pretty cool if you're into that sort of history.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go and see the Beef Eaters, go see Stonehenge. Stonehenge is probably 20 minutes in a car from where I live.
Oh my God! Are you not done talking, sir?
So I quite often drive past Stonehenge. It's just another place now, you know.
I was going to say, I am sure that for most people in Britain, it's probably just, oh look, there's some more, you know, nothing else, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But people, the amount of tourism that place gets every day, it's incredible.
So you know what the difference is between Britain having Stonehenge in the Midwest of the United States is our
What's
great
that?
discoveries are crop circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stephen wants to know if you're in Raynham Hall.
If what? Sorry.
If they know where that
Do you know where Raynham Hall is?
where the brown lady is.
Where the brown lady is.
The report of the brown lady.
I mean, we have a lot of reports here of the Grey Lady.
It may be.
I'm not too sure. What county is it in?
In Norfolk, England.
Oh, Norfolk.
It's called
That's just down the road. That's not far.
Yeah, it's called Raynham Hall.
Yes. Yeah, Norfolk. That's probably, I don't know. It's not that far though.
Have you ever been to the States?
I've never. I've. Have I ever been to the States?
Hmm.
No, not yet.
I wondered if you had or not.
No, not yet. It is definitely on the bucket list. Definitely on the bucket list. Apart from obviously wanting to go and see Jonathan and stuff, there's a lot of places that I do want to visit in the States. But when I come over, I'm gonna camp up in Jonathan's garden for a couple of weeks, and he said that he's going to show me around.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Face, thank you for coming in, bud. Appreciate you.
How is it looking on the chart?
Don't mind my face here in a second. I'm gonna look at my computer, see how much charge I got left. Oh,
Yeah.
it's dead. We're gonna be losing you guys here real soon.
Yeah, it's getting ready to
Okay.
die.
Yeah, we're going to be getting off here probably in about another 10 minutes, if that. 20 minutes at the most.
I don't think ours will last that long.
Never know.
Oh, yeah. We probably, if it goes out, that'd be okay, because we're actually going to get ready to go before that funeral. Oh, well, funeral's done started, my bad.
Yeah. You guys have fun. This was fun. Yeah, this was different.
Yeah, it was nice to come on and meet everyone, and hopefully next time we do it, I'll have my brother here with me doing it, and we'll go and do it properly, and we'll go to a Neolithic tomb, or somewhere like that, and go live from there for everyone.
Okay. Liz, are you okay?
I'm supposed to be doing it with my best mate Carl. Unfortunately, he's had a really busy day at work, so he's going to go to bed.
all I hear when you talk about all these little great locations is blah 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 blah. I'm lucky.
We're not in England.
I know.
England is so
Really.
I'm lucky.
My cousin Shasta, y'all, she's got on the Fashman box. There's a lady said, "I'm here with you."
Ooh. Can you ask her what her name is?
That's pretty cool.
If you're here with us, can you tell me your name?
What'd she say? What?
She's asking the name of the spirit.
Something on the Fashman box, and it was a woman, and she said, "I am here with you."
Oh, cool. Hi. Thanks for joining.
I didn't quite understand. Can you repeat that?
Just such a nice little place.
Have you guys from Abyss? Have you ever been over to the UK?
I don't think any of us have. I know
She has, I think. Andrea, have you been to the UK?
Yeah, Andrea's been there to London.
Oh, okay,
Andrea
cool.
is a military, lifestyle, so she's been around.
Her husband
Oh, okay, fair enough.
was military. We went over when we were in Germany.
She said that.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, we got to spend 10 years in Germany, so it was great. Not all at the same time,
Beautiful.
but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Find Alice. Yeah, Alice. Yeah.
Ellis?
There's one in this graveyard that me and Daddy found one day. We was out here walking around.
Did you guys get a name?
No, we ain't got a name for the female yet, but the guy said it's true.
It's something. It's true.
Oh, I found the chat. Yeah, Windy, me and Carl, we both went to the ancient ramen. The photo that's behind me, actually currently now, that is the ancient ramen. Yeah, we got to investigate there a couple of years ago.
No such thing as too much chocolate.
I kind of think Spirit Brothers came in to steal the show. Look at you go, buddy.
I'm just glad to meet him because I had never seen him. He always comes in chat and I talk to him. So.
I know. And he's fascinating. Listen to all the stuff he gets to do.
Right.
Yeah, I do apologise for having some cool locations here in the UK.
That's the ironic part. Yeah, if he came over here to America, he'd probably look at the cemetery and go, "Oh, isn't that awesome?" We're like, "It's a cemetery." It's just every day for us, and he'd be fast.
Yeah. So this is what I say to Jonathan all the time. Like, you know, he's like, "Oh, you guys go to some really cool locations. Like, you can go and do, you know, London Tower, Tower of London, and the ancient Ram Inn, and all these 5,500-year-old Neolithic tombs. But to us, they're just normal. Like when I see Jonathan going to like the Trevette Clinic, or you know, like all these old, you know, prisons and stuff like this and that. That's the stuff that I want to be going to do.
And that is very fascinating, but because of the origin, of our country, nothing is as historical as England ever will be, or Rome, for that matter. So the historical significance is much greater over there than it is here.
Yeah. So I think like last year, me and Carl, we actually went and done a 5,500-year-old tomb, which we could actually climb in. We can actually climb inside. We had our static cameras set up in there, and there was stones being thrown at us. The REM pods were going off. It was kicking like off.
5,500-year-old tomb. Like here in America, we can't even fathom that much time.
Yeah. Yeah, there was 36 bodies were found in there, men, women, and children. They all had different chambers that you can go in, and you can literally walk it in, and it's probably, I don't know, you can walk in quite far. You have to duck a little bit because of the roof and stuff is really low, but to be inside there, you know, where them guys were buried 5,500 years ago, it's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
It is pretty cool. It's all on our channel. We're hoping that we can go back there this year.
We're gonna do one more pan
Yeah.
cemetery before I lose complete power. So
Thank you. Tell them about it.
so I'm not real sure when. I don't even know Spirit Brother's real name. What's your real name?
Daz.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Daz. D-A-Z. Daz.
Okay. So Dad, what we're looking at here is the Poor Farm Cemetery down in Waynesville, Missouri, and it was the Poor Farm was established in like 1874 or 1847. I can't remember. And
Wow.
And so there was about 135 people housed in them, and we've been in the home. It's very tiny, so we don't know how they pulled that off. But what you're looking at is the cemetery for the Poor Farm. All of them are unmarked graves, and they had to have ground penetrating to discover the bodies here.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
There's about 100 of them here that they found.
That's crazy. I would see that's somewhere I would love to go and investigate there. And like we have a lot of pretty cool cemeteries here in the UK, but like to be able to go over to the States and do it, that would just be like the icing on the cake for me.
We can have an exchange program.
Maybe somebody start an exchange program.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you guys can come over here and have our house for a month, and we'll go over there and have your house for a month. We'll do our own investigating, and then we'll go back home.
Yeah, you just have to take care of all of your animals.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder if it is be a good question. If since they are doing the funeral, is there like spirit world come and hang out with them?
Jonathan, your wind's breaking up pretty bad. We don't know what you said. It's him.
If they do a funeral, will the spirit world come and to the grave site and like
It might.
welcome
I
the
mean,
new spirit?
potentially there could be like old family members there with them, you know,
Yeah.
coming to kind of say, you know, it's okay, you know, you ain't got to be afraid anymore, you know, we're here.
Right. Yeah. I've heard stories about pictures being taken at the gravesite, and then you can see spirits of family members standing around them and things.
Did you guys hear her?
Kind of. It is a bit muffled.
Okay, she said that she's seen stories where like somebody would take a picture, at the cemetery, and they would see like the family members and stuff standing around like certain grave sites and such.
Yeah, I can believe that 100%. 100%. That's pretty cool.
Question I ask you again. There's going to be a new spirit or new body being put into the ground snake here and turned into the ground. Do you have a
Well,
committee?
it's 3:30
When they're new?
already
It's
here.
not. It's not. It's 8:30 p.m.
And yeah,
We
2:30 here.
Welcome to your future.
That's what I always tell people. They talk about how they wish time travel was real. I'm like, just change time zones.
Yeah.
So we need to be up there.
I just asked, I said, there's a new spirit or new body coming today. And I said, is there a welcoming committee that's going to be here with them? And it said, there was a man that came through and said yes.
That's wild. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
No, she was kind
That's
of crazy.
crazy.
Really hear.
She asked if there's a new spirit body coming in. Do they have like a welcome committee? And a guy came on to the Phasma box and said yes.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we could be standing around minis.
That lady said,
Yeah.
So we could be right now, since they are having a funeral up there or getting ready to have one. They all gathered around and just waiting to see who's coming in and who they're going to be welcoming in and stuff.
Mm.
oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. And this is the thing, like people always, I've been doing the paranormal now with Carl for the last 2-3 years, and we've done hundreds of locations together now, and some of our best evidence that we capture is always at cemeteries. And people always seem to think that, oh well, cemeteries ain't haunted, that's just where their bodies are buried. But in actual fact, the spirits in the spirit realm, they can travel each and everywhere. That's what I believe. And like I said, some of our evidence, we've been to like the most haunted pub in the UK. We've been to one of the most haunted prisons in the UK. We've only ever captured a full apparition on camera once, and that was at a cemetery.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end the live here, and I do appreciate each and everybody for coming in and hanging out with us. We're going to finish up our little meal we have here with us, and it should
No
take
worries.
us about 20 minutes to get everything cleaned up and taken out before the funeral procession gets here.
No worries, bud. Well, it's a pleasure being able to come on and spend a bit of time with you all and stuff like that. It's nice to meet everybody.
Nice
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
And if you're free a little bit later on tonight, bud, just give us a holler if you ain't too busy.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I'll be free. I'll just be at home chilling. So
Oh yeah.
okay. Well, I'll leave you all to it then. But have a wonderful, blessed evening wherever you guys are at and wherever you guys are heading. Stay safe and stay well.
You as well.
You too, bud. Appreciate you coming in.
See you there, everyone. Bye bye.
See you, buddy.
Can you tell everyone goodbye?
All right, y'all. That was very good to get to hear from. Did it?
I said, is there anything you want to say? I said, you want to tell everyone goodbye, and there was a woman that said goodbye.
That's pretty wild.
That's awesome.
Thank y'all, Vicky, and everybody on the team there. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in, hanging out with us. Appreciate it so much. We'll have to do this again next year, and it's going to be pretty cool. We're getting ready to get out of here, and thank each and everybody in the chat for coming in, hanging out with us. tonight, I don't know if we'll get to do an investigation night, but we're gonna go look at some different places, different locations, and stuff like that. Maybe next time when we all get together, we'll do a location up in the mountains, the African American cemetery and church up there, and my buddy's Baker's hunting land. So we're gonna try and get up there and get all that area done. And we still yet got the Native American burial site. We still got that place, and we still got the door that we got to investigate,
That would be cool.
and all that stuff like that. So just stick around, stay tuned to our channel, and I'll try to do my best post this stuff as it happens. And thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all, Vicky, again. Appreciate each and every one of you. And y'all have a wonderful, blessed day.
Bye, John.